Hey everyone, I wanted to give you a quick little technique with regards to worry and anxiety in my new CPR Take Control and Get Your Life Back CPR Brain Training Kit. In the next couple of weeks, the latest CPR kit out is worry and anxiety, letting that go. But I had a lot of comments on my autoimmune group as well as in messages to me on email and on my Facebook pages this week about some anxiety stuff that clients are suffering with, and worry, depression, that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to do a quick live with you with a quick little assessment on dealing with worry and the kind of emotions that happen around that, like anxiety, depression, etc. So one of the greatest quotes that I've ever, hey there, whoever's joined, just let me know, just say hi, just comment below. One of the greatest comments, hello gorgeous Annie, how are you gorgeous, good to see you. One of the greatest quotes I've ever seen about worry and anxiety is that if you have a tendency for worry, it means that you're dealing with the future, so you're only thinking in the future, worrying about what the shoulds and the coulds and the ifs and the, yeah. The depression comes from keeping focused on the past, so dealing with what was rather than letting it go and moving forward. And actually being in the now creates peace. It's being in the now creates the acceptance of what was and what is now. So that's the key. So I just want to do a quick brain training recipe to release any overwhelming worry or anxiety that's going on for you right now, just to kind of find a little bit of rebalance. This isn't about fixing it today. This is about helping you find a little bit of perspective and balance so you've got a clearer head and can think more clearly. That's the key. All right. So I want you to think about on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being not at all and 10 being so extreme I could just shut down right now. I want you to just think about how extreme the worry is right now that you're dealing with. Just notice it, be curious about whether it's a feeling in the head, whether it's repetitive thoughts cycling through. Hey Renee, how you doing? Good to see you. Whether it's a heaviness in the chest or a fog in the head, whatever it is, you describe it for yourself. And then I want you to just witness it and be that curious detective as you say, there it is, all that worry. And just notice it, be curious about it. Be curious about the thoughts, the emotions, and the sensations that are occurring in the body, and just say, that's not me, that's all old wiring. If it could speak to me, the worry would say, what would it say? What's actually going on in your head? What are the busy thoughts? If it could speak to me, what would the worry say? Let's own up to it, let's be it and acknowledge it. And then just nod your head as if you're really listening to yourself and say, that's not me, that's just wiring too. And then ask, if that thought had an emotion, what would the emotion be? Is it actually worry, or is there something deeper to it? See what comes up, just the first thing that pops into your head. Is it fear? Is it a scared feeling? Or is it a deeper feeling like depression? What's actually underneath it? If nothing comes, just acknowledge that you're okay with that and call it blank. And if that emotion had a sensation in your body, what would the sensation be? So just again, acknowledge where it is in your head or body. Is it heavy? Is it light? Is it tingly? What is it for you? Foggy? And then cycle through again. So you're noticing the sensation. I want you to say, if that sensation could speak to you now, what would it say? And again, if nothing comes, just say blank. If that thought had an emotion, what would the emotion be now? And you might get a deeper layer to it again. And if that new emotion had a sensation, has it changed? What is it now in your body? And then I want you to keep cycling through in your own time. If it could speak to me, if it had an emotion, and if it had a sensation, and you'll find once you do that 2 or 3 times in that cycle, when you check in with yourself to see how intense the worry is, you'll find it's dropped. If it was a 9 or a 10 before, it will have dropped maybe to a 6 or a 5, or sometimes it will drop first time down to a 3 or a 2 or even below. And what that technique is going to do is actually just interrupt the neural connections that were cycling through again and again like a bit of a snowball, and that was causing you to stay focused on the one area of the brain. And what that's going to do is interrupt it and give you a little bit of breathing space to work out what you were really thinking, what you were really feeling at a subconscious level, and help you realize that, you know what, you can actually deal with it if you face it in the moment rather than leaving it sitting there and fester. Hope that helps. Great to see, and great to see you here, Annie and Renee as well. If they're watching this as a replay later on, if anyone has any questions, just pop them in below, tag me, and I can certainly get back to you as well. And remember, it is time for you to take control and get your life back. It is time for you to unleash your potential. Bye for now.